warmly welcome you to our series, Responsible Citizenship, Responsible Leadership. These series are brought to you from the Justice and Peace Department of the Uganda Episcopal Conference. And in the studios tonight, my name is Emmanuel Kiiza ALIBA. I'm the Executive Secretary of the Justice and Peace Department. Thank you for loving Uganda Catholic Television. Thank you for viewing Uganda Catholic Television. It's our pleasure to bring to you the good news. It's our pleasure. And from us, the Justice and Peace Department, we started this series of responsible leadership, responsible citizenship, in order to help each other about life after the church. That life after the church has also to be lived. As also we have to be, as our bishops always say, we have to be witnesses. Like now we have started the Uganda Matters celebrations. This week we shall begin the novena for the Uganda Matters. The Uganda Matters, what we learn from them is they did not only profess their faith theoretically, they professed their faith practically. They witnessed to their faith. They are a great example for us, not only to emulate in terms of faith, but also in terms of our actions in society, up to the point of death. So this is why we come, to help each other so that we live what we believe in. That they will look at your actions and say, this is a Christian. This is a Catholic. So that wherever you are, at home, at work, at the place of leisure, there is a reflection of your faith. That is the entire summary of this program, Responsible Leadership, Responsible Citizenship. The last time we were here, we were encouraging all of you to be counted in this ongoing exercise of the national census. And we told you the importance of this census. It's a very important tool for planning purposes. The government has to plan for the people that it knows very well. How many? How do they live? The last census took place 10 years ago. Between that period, in the last 10 years, are there indicators of our growth? Have we grown economically, socially? Is Uganda moving forward? So government wants to have this information clear. So we encouraged each one of you to be counted. I'm happy to report to you, you know, the last time I was in the studios, I had not yet been counted. But now I give you an accountability that I fulfilled what I promised you, that I would be counted. So I was counted in Hoima City, at my home, were counted with my wife and children. And I am very happy to report about this because I did a civic duty. I did what I am supposed to do. And I'm very happy that I did it well. So dear my fellow viewers, please go and be counted. I'm happy that government has extended the days of counting. It has extended for some may have reason or the other for not being counted. Please go and be counted. Please go and be counted. It is a very important exercise. So today in the studios of Uganda Catholic Television, I come with yet another very important topic. And this topic is, there is an encyclical that the Holy Father wrote to us. This encyclical is called Laudato Si. Praise be to you. It's an encyclical that I want to just give a summary so that we really get to know the mind of the Holy Father about how we live on earth. This Laudato Si, this book that the Holy Father wrote, I was there in Rome when we celebrated 2 years of its existence. I went there. So we got first-hand information. Laudato Si. That book is very important. Very important. And I would like you, fellow viewers, to pay attention to what the Holy Father is saying in that book, Laudato Si. And I encourage each one of you, those who have smartphones, please have some time and read this book. You just put Laudato Si. Please read this book. It is very important. Here, I do not have enough time to give this, the book, which is quite big. But I will only give the summary, and in my own words. So the summary is not the whole book. Have some time. Either you are a Catholic or non-Catholic, you will find this book very interesting. And how I wish all of us can pay attention in implementing what the Holy Father is asking of us. Some few years back, all the bishops of Eastern Africa, under their association called AMESEA, they went to Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam. I had the opportunity to escort them. I went with them. They paid very special attention to this book. All the days the bishops were there, they devoted themselves to this book, Laudato Si. And thereafter, they requested each conference, each episcopal conference of all these countries of Eastern Africa, each episcopal conference to design a system how to implement this book, Laudato Si. And in Uganda, I am very sure we decided to do it collectively. That each department, you get some special attention according to your mandate and implement the Holy Father's teaching in Laudato Si. So we decided to do it collectively. Caritas is doing it in its own mandate. Medical Bureau, Pastoral, Justice and Peace, we are doing it. So everybody, you look at those chapters where you have you have your mandate there, you implement. And many other countries are doing the same. This is a brief summary of this Holy Father's book, Laudato Si. The pages of Laudato Si, step by step, help to give us an initial idea of its overall content. The encyclical takes its name from the invocation of St. Francis of Assisi, "Praise be to you, my Lord," which is the canticle of the creatures and reminds us that the earth, our common home, is like a sister with whom we share our life, and a beautiful mother who opens her arms to embrace us. The earth is like our sister. The earth is like our mother. It is like our mother because it opens its hands to embrace us when we come onto the earth. It's like our sister because we share, as the Holy Father says, we share our life with our sister earth. We ourselves are dust of the earth. You remember Genesis chapter 2 verse 7? We were created from dust. We came from dust. And dust does not come from heaven. Dust comes from the earth. So we were made of some parts of the earth, the dust. That our very bodies are made up of her elements. We breathe her air, and we receive life and refreshment from her waters. We breathe the air of the earth. We are refreshed by its waters. You can see the importance of the earth. What the Holy Father is talking about. The earth is our mother. The earth is our sister. This is the foundation of this book. That we have to treasure this earth. Yes, we have to sit and reflect. All our leaders, everyone. So the Holy Father continues, this sister, the earth, this sister now cries out to us because of the harm that we have inflicted on her by our irresponsible use and abuse of the goods which God has endowed her. Fellow viewers of Uganda Catholic Television, the Holy Father is telling us the earth is crying. Our sister earth is crying. Our mother earth is crying. And he's saying it is because of the harm that we have inflicted on her by our irresponsible use and abuse of the goods of the earth. Her cry, the cry of the earth, the cry of our mother earth, the cry of our sister earth, her cry united with that of the poor. The earth is crying, and now the cry of the earth is uniting with the cry of the poor amidst us. Her cry, united with that of the poor, stirs our conscience to acknowledge our sins against creation. Taking the words of the beloved ecumenical patriarch Bartholomew, the Pope reminds us, for human beings to destroy the biological diversity by causing changes in its climate, to contaminate the earth waters, its land, its air, and its life. These are sins. Fellow viewers of Uganda Catholic Television, good news for all. This is what the Holy Father is telling us. The earth is crying because of our actions. We have not lived responsibly. Remember, we are in responsible citizenship series. Responsible citizenship means taking good care of the earth, taking good care of the poor around us, taking good care of the people who are marginalized, taking good care of our infants, of those who are not able to help themselves, taking good care of the elderly. Our elderly in Uganda have formed a good association. They call themselves age ascending. They are not elderly, no, it's age ascending. I liked the word so much. When I met them, I was very happy to hear that they are age ascending. So, helping the elderly. God has given us the power and the strength, and some of us, He has also given some few resources at our disposal. Some little bit of money, some of us have some little bit of money, some of us have some little bit of opportunities. And the Holy Father is saying, look here, we have not been responsible enough. I would like each one of you, fellow viewers, to think individually where we have not been responsible enough in taking good care of this earth. Individually. And then we also think collectively in our different places. If you are priests, when you meet as priests, one topic you should discuss is how have we been responsible stewards of this earth that God gave to us. If you are sisters, if you are employees of an organization, you the human resource persons, bring your staff together and ask them, have you been responsible stewards of your mother earth, of your sister earth, and where have we gone wrong? This question should be a fundamental question for all Ugandans. And the Holy Father is saying for the whole world. For me, let me pay particular attention to my beloved country. O Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in your hands. You know, we lay our future in your hands, Uganda, my beloved country, which I love so much. You know, I thank God that He created me a Ugandan. I feel very good to be a Ugandan, because it's a very beautiful country. It's a wonderful country. He gave us that part of the earth which is the best. So the day He created the earth, He decided that we Ugandans are put in one of the best, you know, that part of the earth that is the best, which someone, you know, the Prime Minister of the British some time back, He called it the pearl of the earth. This was not a joke. It's the pearl of the earth. That's where we live. But many of us have not taken time to reflect on the beauty of this earth that God has given us, on the beauty of this Uganda. Yes. So, I have my driver. My driver is called Emma. I've been with Emma for the last 15 years, with Emma driving me. Now it has become like my brother. So one time I gave him some little token. After I went and people gave me some gifts here and there. People were very happy to receive me. So they gave me gifts. So I gave some to my driver. So when my driver was driving, he said, he mentioned it in Uganda. Kati mpulira Uganda etandise kumpomera. That now he's tasting the beauty of Uganda, that Uganda has started, being very beautiful. Mpulira Uganda etandise kumpomera. So I would like all of you to feel Uganda etandise kubawomera. Uganda should really ebawomere. It comes out very well in Uganda. I think in Bunyoro would say, Uganda etandikire kunyumira. Naye kunyuma is, to me, kunyuma is less than kuoma. I think the Baganda here have a stronger word, kuoma. So Uganda woma. So the earth that God has given us, that part of the earth called Uganda is very beautiful. But the cardinal question is, have I been a responsible steward, a responsible keeper, a responsible custodian of this part of the earth that God has given to me, that God has given to us? And this fundamental question has to be asked by everybody and by communities. Thank you for viewing Uganda Catholic Television, Good News for All. We shall now go in for the commercial break, and when we come back, we shall continue looking at this book, Laudato Si, what the Holy Father is telling us to do about our Mother Earth, our planet, the place where we live, our sister Earth. Thank you, keep viewing, and we shall be right back after this commercial break.
UCTV, good news for all.
Welcome back, our dear viewer of the Uganda Catholic Television, Good News for All. Before we left, we had started looking at what the Holy Father has written to us in regard to our Mother Earth in his book, Laudato Si. That book, Laudato Si, the Holy Father says the earth is our common home. We all live here. And it is our responsibility to take care, not only care, but to take good care of our common home. I see it at home. When I'm at home with my wife and children, It is the responsibility of all of us to take good care of this home. If we want a clean home, it is us to take good care of our home. We always tell our children, you don't need to wait for us. For example, if my children waited for me to take good care of the home, because sometimes I take a month before going back home because of the responsibilities that I have. So that means they will take a month waiting for me to take good care of the home. If we also waited for the children to come and take good care of the home, sometimes they take 3 months without coming back home. They are at school. If we waited for my wife to take good care of the home, sometimes she's away. Like sometime back, she went for studies for 12 months. For 12 months, she had not come. Imagine we are waiting for the wife to take good care of the home. 12 months. So we took it that it is a responsibility of each one of us in our own means to take good care of the home. So the Holy Father is saying, let's have that spirit. Let's move that spirit of taking good care of the home to the common home, which is the earth. That spirit that is there, let's transfer, let's have a step further, that we look at Uganda as our common home. We share this country. We live this country. I liked the Germans. When I went to Germany, the Germans labor to show the visitor how beautiful their country is. The same with Switzerland. I've been there several times. They will labor to show you how beautiful their country is. I was given a cap when I visited Halle Saale in Germany. That is side of Berlin, East Germany. Halle Saale. I was given a cap. You know, Halle Saale is a very traditional city. The birthplace of the Hallelujah chorus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. That's the birthplace, Halle Saale. So I visited, my hosts gave me a cup. Say, how do you like this cup? You can hear the question. The question is not, how is this cup? How do you like this cup? The question presumes that the cup is already beautiful. So you cannot say, I don't like it. No. You already put in a corner. How do you like this cup? It's not an open-ended question. How do you like this cup? Not, how is this cup? How do you like this cup? So they will prove to you that their country is beautiful. And actually, Uganda is more beautiful than Germany. If you want to prove, I will prove you right, or I will prove you wrong. Because I've moved the entire country. I'm one of the most lucky Ugandans. I've moved the entire country. I thank the bishops, the Catholic bishops of Uganda, who gave me an employment here at the Uganda Catholic Secretariat. Because of this, you know, I was first at the head of justice and peace in one corner of Uganda, and that is Hoima Catholic Diocese. So in that corner, I used to think, but I think I may be true a little bit, that corner of Bunyoro, Hoima Catholic Diocese, is the most beautiful part of the world. I may be right. But when I moved to other places of Uganda, when I came here, the Catholic Secretariat, whereby my mandate was enlarged, not only for Bunyoro sub-region, but the entire country, because I am the National Executive Secretary. So I coordinate all the work of justice and peace in the country. And I made it a point, as soon as I entered the office, my first activity was to visit all the dioceses of Uganda. I remember I did that. We visited all the dioceses of Uganda, and I could see how beautiful our country is, our common home. Uganda is beautiful. But the Holy Father is saying, how have we taken good care of our country? It is my responsibility. It's not NEMA, National Environment Management Authority. It's not the National Forestry Authority. It is, the earth is our common home. It is in the hands of all of us. Just like you imagine driving in a very bad, there are people who have fences around their houses. Many people have fences. It's good to prevent the thieves and so on. But imagine when you enter your gate like this in your car, air-conditioned car, the compound is all beautiful. You enter into the house, you have to remove your shoes first. In order to enter into your own house, you remove your shoes. Why? Because you want to keep it clean, dust-free. Can we transfer that behavior to your neighboring environment outside your fence? Can we transfer that beautiful behavior, which is very good, can we make it larger and ensure that where I am operating, when I've gone for leisure at Kolping, I like going to Kolping for leisure when I have the time, but I rarely get that time. So I find a black Kavera at the Kolping where I'm going for leisure. I pick it and take it to the litter bin. I don't need to call a waiter. Come and pick. No, it's our common home. I come to church. My bishop was surprised. He told me, Bishop Vincent Kirabo Amot was very surprised. During time for COVID, every Thursday, my entire family, all the members of my family, including a 2-year-old, 3-year-old boy and 5-year-old girl, all of us, because COVID brought all of us together. Every Thursday, we would go to clean our cathedral. From myself, my wife, and all children, we begin mopping our cathedral. Because our cathedral cannot keep dirty, that because people are not coming in because of COVID. Why? This is our common home. Our cathedral is our cathedral. This is where the seat of my bishop is. My father in the faith. That is where his seat is. I must make it clean at all times. Responsible leadership responsible citizenship. So at the churches where we live, at the parishes, I come from 2 parishes. One is in Hoima, that is Bujumbura Cathedral Parish. And I come also from Kibedi Parish. That one is in Kibale district. That's my ancestral home. So those 2 parishes, this is my common home. I cannot come and find things not going on well, and no, it's my I belong there. I'm a member of that parish. Yesterday I was talking to my parish priest. He was giving me assignments. You know, he knows that on this one, it's ALIBA to handle. So he calls ALIBA and I listen to him. So this is the spirit of Laudato Si, taking the earth as our common home. Once we have transferred that spirit of our real home and we've taken it now to the national level, seeing Uganda as our beautiful common home where we must live, this Uganda will be one of the best countries by our small actions. This is the spirit of Laudato Si. This is what the Holy Father said. He realized that we have made our Uganda, you know. I see some Ugandans laboring to prove to us that Uganda is the worst country. I disagree with you vehemently. I don't just disagree with you. I disagree with you vehemently. You prove to us that Uganda is the worst country. The spirit of our common home, to feel, you know, when you enter into your country from out, you say, wow. And indeed, when they're announcing, when we are in the plane up there and say, please tighten your belts, we are now going to land in the next 20 minutes. The joy in my heart, at last, I'm landing back in my beloved Uganda. I'm landing in my sweet country, this part of the country called Uganda. Yeah, I remember one time someone was giving me an interview in one of the embassies. I said, but if I give you visa, how sure am I that you will go and come back to this country? You'll come back home. I said, Madam, if you want, just deny me visa. Then I will have more days to spend in my country. Just deny me visa. Because I'm going there for responsibility. If it were not for responsibility, I would remain in my country. And I'm very happy to remain in Uganda. Just deny me visa. Of course, once I'm denied the visa, I will tell my bishops, sorry, my Lord bishops, I was going to do your work, but I've been denied the visa. But for me, I'll be very happy that I'm back with my family. You know, those days, because once you are going out for a week, that means you have scheduled all that time to work the other side. So we'll have 5 days of less activity. You know, I'll be back to my home. It's like when I'm driving back to Hoima, that is my best time. I say, oh, I'm going home. When I'm going back to Kibale, if it were not for responsibility, I would not leave Kibale to come here. But responsibility demands that I must be here. The earth as our common home. So the Holy Father is telling us, whatever discipline, you know, we have to be disciplined citizens of the country. Of course, when you look around, things are not good. And you see a lot of vuvera. Now we are busy preparing for Namugongo. You know, I am one of those that takes care of the cleanliness of Namugongo during the pilgrimage days, because the population is too big. There are many people there. So for us, we stay behind the curtains to ensure that all those people who are there are comfortable in terms of toilets, in terms of bathrooms, in terms of environment. You know, people come for 9 days and they have to eat, they have, you know. So I'm one of those that I belong to that team that takes care of the sanitation during the pilgrimage days. And actually, I take leave from my work and I'm full-time there to ensure that the place is clean. So in the spirit of Laudato Si, I cannot jump over a kavera in Namugongo, no. I pick it and put it in the litter bin. How I wish each one of you who is coming to Namugongo, if you are viewing Uganda Catholic Television, you take good care of that place, our common home at Namugongo. You make sure every morning the place is clean, and every evening the place is clean. I thank Caritas Uganda. They have already donated for us about 15 litter bins. So every corner there will be a litter bin, in every corner. And we shall put also big bins there. We can keep Namugongo environment very clean this pilgrimage time. We can. It's a responsibility of each one of us, whoever will be at Namugongo. All our shrines, the Anglican and the Catholic, we can keep our environment clean. Look around. So the Holy Father is saying, let's take good care of our common home, which is the earth. Whatever we have done against it, let us feel sorry. But we take good care of our common home. So I'm praying that Namugongo, this 3rd June, all these days, we shall all work together to ensure that the place is clean 24/7, so that it is a very comfortable place. I thank the administration there, Father Lubega and his team, Francis Muonge and other Father Muonge, and many people they keep it so clean. And now they are making it ready. Nebi Catholic Diocese is in charge. They are now making it ready for the many pilgrims that will come. So it will be very good in the spirit of Laudato Si that the Holy Father has told us. We keep that place entirely clean. We dispose of whatever we have in the litter bins. I know Kira Town Council usually helps us, and there's also another company that they help us to clear away the garbage and so on. For us inside here, we try in the fence of Namugongo. But you move outside the fence, you go out of the gate of Namugongo. People who are selling, they are putting in Buvera and so, but nobody is taking charge. You see a heap of Buvera, nobody is taking charge. So this time, in the spirit of Laudato Si, let us try to ensure that the whole of Namugongo is beautiful. Where you find the kavera, pick it. Where you find there is something wrong, you correct it, so that we have a beautiful environment. So, fellow viewers of Uganda Catholic Television, This is the Laudato Si. I would like each one of you to read this book. If you have a smartphone, just put in Laudato Si and have some time. If you can allocate 1 hour a day, most likely within 1 week or so, you will have completed this book. Just allocate 1 hour a day to read the book Laudato Si. And you'll see what the Holy Father is telling us about treating the earth as our common home, taking good care of our environment, taking good care of the poor, so that the cry of the poor should not really keep uniting with the cry of the environment. You know, we are like aggressors. You heard about Dubai, what happened in Dubai. People wanted to create their own rain. You know, you create your own rain and you cause problems. You know, there are some smart cook, you know, charcoal. But now we have smart cooking, and cheaper than charcoal. We have now, Caritas here promotes a coca cook stoves. They are on market. For us, Justice and Peace, we promote ethanol cook stoves. You know, His Grace Archbishop Odama, the Archbishop Emeritus of Gulu, you know, promotes the growing of cassava. So this cassava turns into ethanol, which we use for cooking. Me, you come to my home where I am here in Kampala. Charcoal has not found its way in my home here in Kampala for over 2 years. No charcoal. I use ethanol cook stove. No charcoal for the last 2 years. Once I went and found an ethanol cook stove, finished. I use ethanol. So imagine I use cassava to cook cassava. Because ethanol comes from cassava. And sometimes I eat cassava. So I use cassava to cook cassava. It's very simple, very clean. You know, very smart. So those ethanol cook stoves are on the market. Just put them, Google them, you'll see them. Go to Nakawa Uma showgrounds there. You'll find ethanol cook stoves. So let's leave this dirty cooking with, you know, very cheap. Actually, ethanol cook stove is much cheaper than cassava, than charcoal. Because for me, I take 45 minutes to cook dry beans. 45 minutes. My beans are ready. And no hassle. And the cost of cooking those beans, very cheaper than charcoal. So let's embrace this new technology of cooking so that we reduce the cutting of trees. I thank those who are planting environmental friendly trees. I don't want to say just trees, because some trees are a hazard to environment. So I thank those who intentionally plant environmentally friendly trees, environmental friendly trees. I try myself, but mine is to plant fruits. I learned that from my mother. My mother used to plant a lot of fruits. I had not known why. But I got the reason, so I plant more fruits. One time people found me planting fruits along my chain link. So that's along the road, but outside. Not inside the chain link, but outside. I was planting fruits and people asking me, why do you put them outside? Will you get all of them? I said, I'm planting for thieves. So that the thief can come and steal. For me, no problem. And also I plant for children. You know, when the children are coming, they should have a mango, you know, they eat instead of looking inside my chain. Let them find it along the road, they eat. I'm planting for them. Imagine planting fruits for thieves, you know. So the earth is our common home. Let's continue making it beautiful. Let's continue making our Uganda more beautiful than it is now. And this is what the Holy Father is saying. And the bishops are very strong about it. Let's all come together and keep our country clean, keep our country beautiful, then we shall all live in a good environment. I thank you, dear viewer, for viewing this Uganda Catholic television, Good News for All. Keep loving this television. And if you have any form of support to this television, you are most welcome, because always the contacts are there. So ensure that you have supported this television in any way possible, so that we keep on air, and you keep, we bring you good news, and we keep changing. So keep supporting our beloved television. Let's keep viewing, and we shall meet for this series another time. Have a blessed Uganda Matters celebrations. This is a big feast for Uganda, and may the intercession of through the intercession of the Uganda Matters, may you receive a lot of blessings.